You're going to have to get rid of some people. Because all they're going to remind you about is your past life. I ain't got no shame. I don't have skeletons in my closet. Like, my closet is wide open. Like, you listen to the podcast, you hear me speak. I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. I'm a sinner just like everybody else. See, that's the problem. A lot of you can't get to your future because the people that you're hanging out with, they all past people. They all past. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. You're going to have to get rid of some people. Because all they're going to remind you about is your past life. I ain't got no shame. I don't have skeletons in my closet. Like, my closet is wide open. Like, you listen to the podcast, you hear me speak. I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. I'm a sinner just like everybody else. See, that's the problem. A lot of you can't get to your future because the people that you're hanging out with, they all past people. They all past. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. You're going to have to get rid of some people. Because all they're going to remind you about is your past life. You're going to have to get rid of some people. Because all they're going to remind you about is your past life.
I don't care who a snake. That don't have Jack or Jill to do with me. I went for 3 hours and then came back and did another one. And you couldn't take your behind up in your city and meet this little woman that you got so much to say about. I don't want to hear nothing else. I want you to miss me with all that. Because from henceforth on, you are a coward to me. Period. And I'm just calling it like it is. And no, I'm not mad. I did what I had to do today in Georgia. And now I'm going to do it in South Carolina because that's what I was told to do. And there will be other charges coming from other people as well. For you and your little sidekicks that like harassing and cyberbullying people. So it is what it is. Today, I stand for me. Period. And when I come and I try to get you to come out because you were watching me. You sit there and you watch me every day. You're obsessed. Can you run your channel without me? Period. Can we please have a show where Dr. Rogers' name does not come up? And let's see where those views go since we all concerned about views. But let me say something about that too, because I stand for me. For every single person that you told to unsubscribe to my channel, brother, you brought me 73 new subscribers today, so I thank you so much. Keep sending them over here. Please. This is a learning channel. Everybody's welcome. So keep sending them. I have no problem with it. I welcome everybody. There's room at the table. I stand for me. I'm not standing for you. I don't care who nobody likes it. If you don't want me talking to somebody, you can kick rocks with open-toed shoes. Period. That's where I'm at. My heart does not beat. My eyes do not blink because of what somebody else has going on. I don't let somebody else's situation just consume my life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't. I don't. And I won't let your situation consume me either. Thank you, Phases. When you let somebody hear a video, I'm telling y'all. When you press play and the cops say, what the F? Who the F is this? See, God got a way of working things out for people. You don't have to do nothing. Nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm so appreciative of you dropping your address. Thank you. So my thing is, from this point forward, I'm not just standing for me. I'm standing for me. I'm standing for Phases the Next Level. I'm standing for Lisa and Cassandra Kelly. I'm standing for, Elizabeth. I'm standing for Michelle. I'm standing for Latrice. I'm standing for every darn woman out here. And let me not forget Angie Walker. Oh my gosh. I thought it was only the bloggers that affiliated with certain people that got bullied. Nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm so appreciative of you dropping your address. Thank you. So my thing is, from this point forward, I'm not just standing for me. I'm standing for me. I'm standing for Phases the Next Level. I'm standing for Lisa and Cassandra Kelly. I'm standing for, Elizabeth. I'm standing for Michelle. I'm standing for Latrice. I'm standing for every darn woman out here. And let me not forget Angie Walker. Oh my gosh. I thought it was only the bloggers that affiliated with certain people that got bullied. How can people sit around and let people talk to women this way and think it is okay? How? You don't like what somebody said? Fine. You'll be all right. But you can't tell this woman she can't go on somebody else's page. What you mean, I caught you? What does that mean? Now you're sounding like, come on now. You know what you sound like. It's enough.
They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them. They ain't trying to do nothing in the future. They all past. Cut them.
Now this is what got her hot. The exposure of the truth. Now, is this defaming? Is this harassing? Or is this even bullying? I'm gonna let you ask and settle.
Yo, hey Gucci, I don't care about her talking about me. Let's call a spade a spade. When she called Hollywood next and did what she did to me, and then tried to say, Dana J, don't listen to that. You know that girl is crazy. And then my reply was, well, I wouldn't listen to it, but she's not telling me. I'm listening to a recording. And when she said, the recording where I said, are you recording? And she said no. And I said yes. And when Dr. Rogers said it, Hollywood Next had just said it. How am I supposed to take that? But me and Dana J Fashion, I would have said, okay, I would have been mad for a little bit. I would have let it go. If she would have said, you know what, Dana, I apologize. I was mad at you for that. Let's just sweep that under the rug. I would have been cool with it. But because you didn't do that, or you said, oh, and then hung up, that let me know that it was more to come. At the end of the day, I still was willing to work something out. All for the goodness of Rob. All because you represents, and I'm gonna call it, you the handler for the sisters. Nobody do nothing wrong except for Dana J. So what I'm gonna do is, I got 312 in the chat. I'm gonna ask these folks this. Y'all women and men mixed in here, right? Okay. Ain't no man going to fly 3 women from coast to coast, put them up in hotel rooms, pay for their food, be overly aggressive with one and not fucking them. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm sorry. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Okay, let's go here. Because I think I've been more than spared and more than enough. When she was on her live with Daryl Johnson, and that drop down came down, bing, delete Dana J, Cassandra, and Rogers, delete Dana J. How was I supposed to feel about that? And you never called to clarify it. None of y'all did. But Dana J was just supposed to take it because he a man and forget about it, this and this and this and this. I never spoke on this, but I'm going to show you just how grimy motherfuckers are. Here's the headshot. Dr. Rogers, remember this conversation? Dana J, don't get into no more beefs on the internet because I don't want them to think that you are the one starting stuff. I wrote a letter to Rob defending you. Like I wasn't going to talk to Rob. And you know what I heard? That the letter that you wrote clearly said that I'm starting all type of drama on the internet. I started beef with Hollywood Next, and I'm starting beef with everybody else. That's why the sisters are pulling back from me via you. And I stole money from their sister. I never dressed you on that. So if you want to talk truth. Let me share some light with you on this one. She says, I only thought the bloggers that are affiliated with certain people are the ones getting bullied. Well, let's see who she affiliated with. I don't have a beef with Phases. I don't have a beef with no blogger other than myself and Team Truth, aka Team Trash. So could you be telling the people on a low and they missed it, but Dana J caught it, rewind it, and bring it back that you are affiliated with Team Truth? So now you feel bullied because of what they did to Rob? Courtesy of Shabazz, your boy, Azriel, and Angelo? Y'all tell me what y'all think.
For every darn woman out here, and let me not forget Angie Walker. Oh my gosh. I thought it was only the bloggers that affiliated with certain people that got bullied. How can people sit around and let people talk to women this way? And
oh yes, let's not forget about Angie Walker. Is that who you got to represent you in this? That you adding on the stockpile lies against me? Let's let the world see who's bullying who once again. Let's let Angie Walker tell the world how she really feels.
It's the remix. Oh yeah, you know I had to do it. And I got my middle fingers up. And I'm in this bitch like turned down for what? Okay, y'all talking money and hoes, y'all don't even know it. Y'all shit talking to a toilet, y'all don't even know it. I fuck with nothing but head champs, y'all don't even know it. And my dick can hold up balance, y'all don't even know it. I'm turned up in this bitch, y'all don't even know it. I'm riding around with your chick, you don't even know it. My girl mama want me, she think I don't know it. Got an ass just like her daughter, think I'm gon' do it. These R&B niggas vegetarians, man, they don't want beef. Got the baddest bitches saying, oh my god, and I ain't even no priest. And I tell these hoes like this, bitch, I'm a dog, I ain't got no leash. And peace to all my fallen soldiers, it's real out in these streets. My living room like Magic City, I motorboat in them tick old biddies. Ain't throwing nothing but 150s, it's fuck you if you ain't fucking with me. Flashlight on my wrist, you don't even know it. My chain could buy this club and you don't even know it. Yeah, I just bought them all out and you don't even know it. And I just killed the remix, y'all know it.
Now, with that being said, this is just a short version. Now that I caught both of y'all in y'all lies, and y'all see, and now the world can see who's bullying who, it's my turn to take a trip to the law. Only thing I can say is, I don't talk to y'all. I've been laid back from y'all. But y'all want to keep coming. Y'all want to keep throwing shots. Y'all want to keep defaming my name. Y'all want to keep texting me when I asked you not to. And then when the truth come out and I exposes y'all because y'all want to keep defaming my name, then you want to run and try to make false reports. Well, then you say you wanted me to come to the courthouse. I was on my live, and I only did one live today, not three. I did one. I did one for 2 hours. I did like 3 of them yesterday. You was mentioned, but you're not a topic, sweetie. Carolina Diamond, I don't even fuck with you. I don't like you. I don't like nothing about you. You're a snake. Everything. I've never threatened you. Only thing I did was kept it real. That's it. I've never threatened you. But you want to take it as a threat because a man addresses you. So from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a woman address you. So that way you won't feel like I'm attacking you, because I really don't even want to talk to you. The sight of you make me vomit. And then you said, I'm obsessed with you. I heard a grown man say that and the other day, and what he said was, you was there and Carolina Diamond thick as hell, why Dana ain't press up on her? And then once he said that, all of a sudden now I supposed to be obsessed with you. Please, please, please spare me. You're not even my cup of tea. You're not even my cup of sugar. You're not even my cup of nothing. Please. Worry about your husband. Worry about your home. And stop worrying about me. Like I said, I keep it real. And I call the spade a spade. Can't help it if you've never been around the realness before. But like I said, you are one of the ones that I wish I never brought around Rob. And I mean that shit from the bottom of my heart. What else? Let me address something else that you said. Let me try to figure what else you said, because all that stuff was fluff and irrelevant. Oh, I brought you 79 more people when I told people to unsubscribe. I ain't bring you 79 nothing. That's all your folks. That's team trash that's coming over to you. It's fine. Y'all all in cahoots together. Y'all do y'all thing. I want y'all to be together. Because when that pendulum swing, all of y'all will be right there together in one big kumbaya moment. So trust me, ain't nobody on this side come and subscribe to your page, because everybody on this side see through what you're doing. and you calling out people like Keisha, Lazan, LaDon. How you sound like DMX to me a little bit. I'm sorry. You sound like DMX a little bit. But 3 of them ladies, I don't even know who they are. So try it again. And I just expose you, Carolina Diamond, and Angie Walker for the frauds that y'all are. Keep the apologies. It's not needed. I just don't want you to say nothing else to me, you or Angie Walker, ever in life. That's all. I've been asked y'all, stop talking about me, stop keeping my name in y'all conversations, because when y'all talk, I gets it. I don't even watch your page. I don't even go to your page. But if you feel as though that I go to your page, hey, whatever. Why should I? Tonight is the only night I went to your page. There's no need. And then you say, my views without talking about you? I barely talk about you and my views stay sky high. But it's not about that with me. I see everybody that runs from that side worry about views. Are you trying to stay getting paid? Or is that people seeing through your bull crap and they walking? Help me make this make sense. Wish y'all the best. Done.
Like I said before, these chicks up in this club is, their ass is magical. Come on. All the ladies in the club that think they got some magic pussy, stand up. So magical, the way you make your booty levitate on the floor. So magical, the way you make these niggas head turn coming in the door. So magical, the way your legs are wide open coming down that pole. So magical, the way the Remy got you dancing out them clothes. So far that's 3 shots for me. Girl, you look like you wanna drink with me. We all roped off in the VIP. Move that rope, this chick's with me. Up in the club with my niggas, wildin', drinking that hard liquor. Can't decide if I'm gon' hit her. I like her booty, but hers bigger. You look like food up in this club, making me wanna eat you up. So many shots, I done had enough. Girl, let's roll out on them dubs. Make your body roll like a rodeo, go put on a show. What's up with the AC,
Lord,
girl? It's hot, take off your clothes. I done seen so many chicks, you are the best chick I done seen. Type of chick that'll make a player spend all of his brains. So magical, the way you make your booty levitate on the floor. So magical, the way you make these niggas head turn coming in the door. So magical, the way your legs are wide open coming down that pole. So magical, the way the Remy got you dancing out them clothes. Shake that booty, work that thing. Girl, you about to shut down the game. All these chicks wanna hate on you, cause you get out there and make it do what it do. So real, don't play, independent, she paid. Don't fuck with her though, she quick to scratch a hole all up in her face. So magical, the way you make your booty levitate on the floor. So magical, the way you make these niggas head turn coming in the door. So magical, the way your legs are wide open coming down that pole. So magical, the way the Remy got you dancing out them clothes.
Long story short, haters the end. Ain't nobody got no time for that. I'm trying to win. But y'all motherfuckers forever stand in my business. Well, y'all ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with my business. See, the truth of the matter is, everybody can't do this. And that's why I got these shit talking R&B singers on my hit list. They coming through, but I still remain standing tall, 90 stories, and that will never change. And And they bite my style so much, I swear I should write a book. And when I look at TV, I say, goddamn, that's my look. In the club with my cup up, yelling out, turn the music up, trying to drown out everything, cause everything's so fucked up. Success is like food, and I got a big ass appetite. Got some childish ass niggas, it's bedtime, good night.
Sometimes in life, you just have to set things up and watch people undone themselves in front of you. In other words, if you want a man to hang himself, just lay a rope in his part. You don't necessarily have to put the rope around his neck. Sometimes in life, you just have to set things up and watch people undone themselves in front of you. In other words, if you want a man to hang himself, just lay a rope in his part. You don't necessarily have to put the rope around his neck. Sometimes in life, you just have to set things up and watch people undone themselves in front of you. In other words, if you want a man to hang himself, just lay a rope in his part. You don't necessarily have to put the rope.